Hi guys, so you're watching Daily Trends on Pinax News, and this is the only platform, like we bring you the latest just in town. My name is AA, and coming up, we know there are a lot of people that are currently in or they are being paid homage to at the mortuary because they were unable to fulfill their destiny desires. Currently on social media, we know that a gospel musician who is a Nigerian, who is in the person of Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu, has lost her life. A lot of people are bringing in their perspective on what led to her demise. Even the person that she is always about with, that is her husband, who currently has been arrested. Per the interrogations that we've had with him, people are saying that he is a prime suspect culprit. And so the police are putting in any effort to make sure that he spills out everything that he knows about him. According to him, the press has made us aware that per whatever that is happening around him, he has come to finally say the reason that led to the demise of his wife, guys. And if you know what actually led to this, you will know that indeed people are suffering behind the scenes, and yet we do not know. So if you see somebody on the screens laughing whatsoever, you have to go close to the person in order to know what is the person smiling all about, and even if the person is going through any challenges. We know this woman to be a very strong Christian, and that she is so much devoted when it comes to the things of God. And people here are saying the reason that led to her demise, about 99% of the cause of her death is because of instability in her home. We know comfortability and peace of mind also generates long life and longevity. And here lies the case that according to her twin sister, who has come on social media to say that Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu was somebody who never stooped low for her husband. In fact, anything her husband asked her to do was what she went by. And in the marriage, she was being abused. She was being beaten and then hidden whatsoever. And that led to the clots of blood around her heart, which unfortunately on the 8th of April, she was rushed to the hospital, and then we didn't hear the good news. According to the sister, this hasn't been the first time such assault has been reported. And besides, the husband in question here has been arrested, because according to the information we have shows that he has been brutally abusing this woman over the years. And whenever an issue comes up, everybody brings about their points of perspective. According to the autopsy, or what the doctors are now researching on her, people are saying that it is due to some cancer or some heart attack. Others too, according to a witness that was with her a day before she demised, the witness is telling the public that it was the husband that kicked her out of that, and out of unconsciousness, she fell. And just like there is internal bleeding that led to her not being able to come back to the land of the living after being taken to the hospital. Well, after the husband has been arrested, the husband also being at the place where the police are interrogating him has been taken to the high police judiciary, that is in Abuja, where he's been asked a lot of questions, only for him to come to say that the wife has been sick from November last year, which nobody knew about it. According to him, even though the wife isn't feeling well, she still wanted to do the work of God. And so she went about her duties, went for programs, events, and a whole lot more, yet she wasn't feeling well. He himself was the one that took her to the hospital, and after some diagnosis, they realized that the illness that she is going through, the man was unable to tell us about what actually the illness was about. But the people that are around, everybody is pointing fingers at him. And the reason he's still at the police custody is because they said it isn't the first time that such case has been reported from his domain. According to the people that are around, including her son, that is the second born, has also come on social media to say that indeed the mother has really suffered violence in marriage. All in the name of she is a Christian and that she doesn't buy the idea of divorce. And so no matter how badly the husband was treating her, she was still sustained in that marriage, and that she was never ready to come out of it. According to her twin sister too, who came about with some information, says that in fact she herself said she wasn't calling for any anything called a divorce, but rather she wanted a separation. Just like people go and then they stay away from each other for about a month or two in order to reconsider if they would want to continue the said marriage or they would want to go in for another person as their spouses. Well, the lady said she is not doing any of that and that she's hoping that the husband will change for the better. And unfortunately, she couldn't wait for the betterment change of her husband, and which has led to her sudden demise. It has made a lot of people to feel very sorrowful, and even it is making the young ones, especially the single ones that are yet to venture into marriage, to back off already, because they feel that if you are in a relationship and you cannot divorce, then it means that the Christendom is failing at that particular era. You know how celebrities will embrace this and how they will come on social media to comment under that. And a lot more of people, including people that are Ghanaians, have come to say that the reason why men have had the upper hand of women is because they have failed their responsibilities as men. Besides, even though you are our husbands, brothers, and big people, you are also people that are supposed to make us feel comfortable and at home. But if I come close to you and I don't get that comfort, it means there is a big no. And before you venture into any marriage, you should know that this person you are going out with is actually your soulmate. There shouldn't be anything like consideration whatsoever, because forever is too long to cry. And so today, the sudden demise of Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu has made a lot of people aware that there is something called depression, frustration, and also if you do not take care, you will lose your life before the set time is due. So currently, we know that the woman whose husband is in the person of Mr. Peter Nwachukwu is currently still held at the police custody. And according to them, so the autopsy comes out that there is a clear sign that indeed it was cancer that led to her demise. The man will still be under the police custody and he wouldn't be let scot-free till the punishable offenses is due to him. Even whilst he is still there that he's been interrogated, people also outside are putting in more salt into injury, which means that indeed the reason why the woman is no longer on the land of the living is because the husband has played a major role in that. So guys, we are wishing this woman a RIP. Despite everything, she still lived for God and she still never came out to say any bad thing about her husband. But here lies the case, no matter how it is, like the adage goes, it is only the dead man that will be able to explain actually what he or she was going through. Moving on to other stories, we know that others are also going through a lot of frustration. Even though some people are dying each and every day, others too are there trying to also put up things all in the name of marriage again. We know the Ramadan festive is here, and you know how our Muslims does it. They go on fasting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening. And there is this man who is also an Igbo man, that's a Nigerian man who is a middle-aged man in the person of Taofik Bolagadi. He is also a fan or an abused person. According to the research that we have, he is also into abusement, where he has been able to assault his pregnant wife. A wife who is pregnant for his second child has been able to brutally abuse her to the extent that he has stupid him. It means that the wife is no longer into a good condition at the moment, and being able to throw the wife even away from the house because she was unable to prepare the food for them. So it means that he went out, he came back home, and after realizing there is no food on the table for him, he decided to use her face as a punching bag. And guys, this time around, we are not taking this lightly any longer. And so a witness who was also on the compound has come to tell the police that this man is fond of doing that, and to the extent of beating a pregnant woman. Even people that are not pregnant, after beating them, how does it feel for a man to lay his hand on a woman? In fact, this needs the call of the police and everybody. It means very soon there will be a security tight in every home. So guys, this is where I end today's updates concerning Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu. Any for notice about her funeral arrangements or anything, I'll make sure that I bring it to your doorstep. And also, the middle-aged man who is Taofid Gadadboli in Iban also story. This is where we end on that. Thank you for your time. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. This is Amy. Bye for now.